Alright, so we are back. Had a bit of an early morning getting my coffee. I hope it's not too dark, the footage is. I made my coffee this morning and I just haven't been able to finish it. So I'm down to here, have a little bit left, and I figured we can finish sipping it while we do this week's Will I Buy It, talking about new makeup releases. If you are new around here, I do these every single week. I'm going to be starting doing them on Fridays, and we just talk about the latest releases that have come out in the past week. And I just share my thoughts on them and whether I plan to buy them or not. But it's just a fun time to sit down and chat about new makeup, because I do enjoy talking about new makeup, even if I don't plan to get it, even if it's beautiful and I don't plan to get it. I just find it fun to talk to you guys and then to be able to get that feedback back if you guys like it or not, or if you guys want to see it on my channel and that sort of thing. It's super helpful and super fun, so that's what we do around here. I threw out a little bit of a feeler last week asking if you guys would like to see a roast video on new makeup releases, because during the time that I was away, I think it was like 3 weeks, I didn't do these Will I Buy It new makeup releases, and so I had been accumulating a lot of releases, and I feel like a lot of them that came out were kind of just like basically the things I could roast. And so I was like, would you guys like to see a roast video? And I got a lot of people saying they would like to, so that is definitely still in the works. I'm trying to see if I can get a friend to do it with me here on YouTube, just to have a little bit extra fun and 2 fun videos roasting new makeup releases. I feel like that would be fun, so stay tuned for that. It is coming. I'm just not exactly sure when. But yeah, with that said, let's go ahead. I got my coffee, I got my phone. Let's jump into talking about some new makeup releases. Alright, so jumping right into it, we're going to talk about something that literally just dropped right before I sat down, but it's from It's Belle Cosmetics. They are a newer indie brand on the market, and they have for their newest launch a new eyeshadow palette. This is called the Flare palette. This is the Flare collection, I should say, remix. So I can't remember what their first palette was called, but I guess it was called the Flare palette as well. I'm honestly not sure. They have 3 single shades available that are also, they're the same in the palette. We wanted to launch them also individually for those who already have the OG Flare collection but want the new shades. So this is kind of just like a revamped version of the original. If you didn't get their previous palette, you can get this palette and have a bunch of their colors, or if you already have the original launch, it looks like you can just get these 3 singles if you want to get the new colors that they have in here. But yeah, I've heard great things about this brand. A lot of my friends here on YouTube rave about it. They got their original palette and they can't stop talking about it. This is definitely one of those just like special type of palettes. There's no mattes in it. It's all about special sparkly shades. I want to say they're like multi-chrome or at least duochrome, but they're very shifty and beautiful. I passed on the original launch. I plan to still pass on this one just because I'm not into the multi-chromes and duochromes and sparkly shadows like everyone else is. I like to play with color and a bunch of different colors, and I like to have mattes in there. So while I think this is pretty, and while I anticipate it doing well and being beautiful, it's just not something I'm interested in, so I'm gonna pass. But I'd love to know if you guys plan to pick it up, especially if you passed on it before. Are you excited that they are coming out with a remix version to give you another opportunity to snag a palette? Let me know. Okay, so Beauty Bay just sneaked this palette right here, and if you can see from the names, we have stuff like mint, moss, eucalyptus, breeze, Ray, a lot of like nature-y themes, but also on that post they said just gonna leaf this here, leaf instead of leaf. So it's making me think possibly, just like Makeup Release Radar said, a green theme palette, and they said it was going to come out today, I think, or they were going to reveal it today. So no joke, I've been checking Beauty Bay's Instagram page several times hoping I can show you guys what it is. I'm sure by the time this goes live on Friday, you're going to see it, so I'm going to post it here, and I've already determined if it is a green palette, I am definitely going to buy it, because also Cash Beauty, their newest palette that I talked about, I think last week, is now available on Beauty Bay, and so I definitely think I'm going to get it with this palette, hopefully qualify for free shipping, and then be able to review both of them here on the channel. But I'm definitely interested. I've said before that I really want to try Beauty Bay, but there just wasn't that perfect palette yet to come out that really sold me on a look or sold me on a palette. But if this is a green theme palette, like a blue-green theme palette, I'm all down for it. So I'm excited to see the actual reveal, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be picking it up. Okay, next up is from Be Perfect. They're collaborating with Cole's World and Zachary Vang. I'm familiar with both of the influencers, but not like super familiar, just, you know, I've seen them in the beauty space. But they're collaborating with Be Perfect on 2 palettes, it looks like, and they do have the colors now. I don't have a still picture of it. Let me see if either one of these, oops, has the full palette. Oh, okay, here we go. Cole's World had it. So yes, there is an eyeshadow palette, and then this is, I would call it a contour, and looks like, you know, brightener. I mean, I guess it could be worked together. Let's see, the Perfect Contour Blush and Highlight Palettes. This palette was made for all divas to give you the perfect bronze summer look. So yeah, for me personally, I look at these and they're just kind of like colors I already have and nothing super unique and grabbing. And like I said, I'm not very familiar with the influencers. So for me, this is all an easy pass, but something new from Be Perfect. Be Perfect is another brand that is on my list of brands to try someday, but this is not going to be it. Next up, real quick, Flower Beauty launched these Perfect Pout Soft Matte Lip Color. I really enjoy Flower Beauty as a brand. I feel like for the most part, most stuff that I've tried for them I've enjoyed, so always kind of like excites me whenever I see something new. So this is neat. I don't plan to pick it up just because I'm not super into lip products these days, and I have enough right now, so I'm good. But something new from Flower Beauty, and if you haven't tried any of their products, I definitely recommend the brand. I mean, of course they have their hits and misses like any other brand, but for the most part, I've always enjoyed Flower Beauty. Haus Labs launched something for National Lipstick Day. This is the Le Monster Lip Vault Volume 2, available now on their website. This is a limited edition throwback containing 12 highly pigmented Le Monster matte lip shades. So here they are up there. They're like a pointed crayon type of lipstick. You can see down there. I just said I'm not into lipstick, so this is an easy pass for me. I haven't tried Haus Laboratories, and I'm kind of always intrigued, but I haven't yet, so we shall continue to see. I'm waiting for that palette, for her to launch that palette that really grabs me and makes me want to try. She did smaller palettes that almost convinced me, because I think one was green themed, but I ended up passing on it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm going to be passing on these lipsticks. Pat McGrath is launching another Mothership palette. This is the Utopian Dreams. Honestly, I'm not very much into Pat McGrath, so when I saw this, I was like, oh, you know, she's already launched this already. But no, I think this is a new palette. It's just kind of always the same theme, and maybe that's just me. Again, I'm not someone who's very into her brand, so for me in passing, when I saw this sneak peek as the first picture I saw, I was like, that's a new palette. But again, that's just me not really knowing her brand. I only see 3 mattes in there, which is definitely... mattes are important for me in an eyeshadow look. I have heard though where Pat McGrath really shines is for special like shimmery shades, so you know, for people who enjoy those, I'm sure it's exciting to see so many special shades, but for me it's a no. I don't even know what this is. Artistry Wand. It's an Intensify Eyes Artistry Wand. In clear or maybe silver. Anyway, it's all a no for me. Not interested. Next up, this is from Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. They have the All About You collection. It's a lip scrub, and I'm assuming a lip treatment. Also, you can get it as a kit. I'm not interested in it, mostly because I really don't need anything like this. I feel like I'm pretty set with what I do have, and when I do have the time to like pamper my lips, like I said, I already have all the products. I just never really have the time to pamper my lips these days. Like I barely have time to do my night skincare routine, I feel like, so I'm not gonna be picking up any more products, but something new from Jaclyn. I feel like she's been launching a lot lately. Next is from Suva Beauty. Look at this palette that they are launching. 7 mattes and 1 iridescent topper for $35. It's just a rainbow palette, but there's something beautiful about the rainbow that just takes my breath away every time, and I think it's gorgeous. So many beautiful colors, so many beautiful looks. I love that they're so heavy on the mattes, and then 1 iridescent shimmer that you could top over any of the colors to create such a gorgeous look. So I'm definitely tempted, but I don't think I'll get it just because I'm inundated with palettes, and I feel like I said, it's just a standard rainbow palette, so I feel like I don't really need it, but I'm trying to talk myself into it. So this one I'm definitely torn. Like, I'm definitely torn. I feel like if I didn't have so many palettes to go through, then this would definitely be something that I'd pick up, because I'm like, oh, you know, I've been wanting to try the brand. That's a really exciting palette. It gets me excited to do my eyes and create something, but since I have so many, I'm like, chill, Katie. Just chill. Kat Von D is launching Pigment Empowered new Epic Kiss Nourishing Vegan Butter Lipsticks. Sorry, that's a mouthful. This is really interesting packaging wise, something different. I don't mind them. I tend to like butter type of lipstick, so I feel like I would like the consistency of these. And you know, it's got some interesting shades, so that's neat, but I feel like if I were to get one, it would just be this like neutral mauve down here, because I'm boring like that these days when it comes to my lipsticks, so it's gonna be a pass for me, but something new from KVD. She Glam is launching more palettes. They've just been on a roll. I feel like I've been talking about She Glam like every time I sit down to do a Will I Buy, but look at these. This one, Zen Out, is definitely what has my attention. It's a blue-green palette, and not only just a blue-green, but it's like a foresty, deep, grungy, beautiful blue-green palette, and I'm kind of like smitten right now, so I'm honestly kind of tempted. Let's see. I forget how, I don't know how much these are, but oh, so pretty. So they have this one, Stay Fugo, which honestly, this one's really pretty. Gives me Subculture vibes, honestly, when I look over. It's like, oh, Subculture a little bit on the top row there. There's also Stay Juicy, which is kind of like a peachy, orangey maybe, neutral. In Bloom, which is more of like a mauve purple. Then Zen Out, which is the one I have my own. And then Obsessed, and this one's just kind of like a neutral, I guess, more burgundy. And those are the palettes. So yeah, this is the one, this palette, Zen Out. I'm very tempted. Again, I don't need it. I don't need it, but I kind of want it, but it's beautiful, but I don't need it. So That's the struggle with me. I think it's gorgeous. I think I'm going to talk myself out of it, but I'm definitely tempted. So this is from Vanity Makeup Cosmetics. I'm not familiar with this brand, but this is a new, the Signature palette launches Friday. Oh wow, I just noticed, $95. That's expensive. Yeah, okay, I didn't notice that. That definitely puts into a new perspective. This wasn't gonna be a yes, but I was kind of like, oh, this is kind of pretty. But $95, wow, who is this brand? I love when they do the mattes on the top, like the 2-row split matte and shimmer. I feel like that's just so simple and just aesthetically pleasing, I guess you could say. I thought it was a pretty neutral palette, a lot on the light side, but still the other half I was really into. I like those deeper tones, and I don't know, I wasn't mad at this launch, but $95. Who's Vanity Makeup Cosmetics? Cruelty Free by Vanity Makeup. I don't know what Vanity Makeup is. Maybe you guys could let me know. I don't think I've heard of them before. Maybe I have and I just forgot, but $95 for a neutral palette. I'm gonna keep on trucking. It's a pass for me. So Good Molecules launched this Gentle Retinol Cream. I kind of like that it's like gentle, so if you're, just getting into using retinols, I feel like this would be a good option to go for. I think I'm gonna be passing though because retinol is a big no-no if you're pregnant or nursing right now, and I am nursing, so I don't think I can use this, so that's kind of like, it takes it out of my hands right there, but let me know if I'm wrong on that. Like I said, I'm pretty sure retinols you're not supposed to use if you're pregnant or nursing, but something new from Good Molecules. I tend to like the brand as a whole, so I'm sure this is a great product. I just don't think I can use it. Rephr is launching new brushes. Let's see. They have the 27 brush, the 22 brush, the 28 brush, and then that's close-ups of 2 other brushes, I guess, that they didn't include, or Britt didn't include the names of them. But new brushes, new styles. I'm kind of tempted with the 28 just because it looks like a nice packer brush, but overall it's going to be a pass for me. I have a couple of Rephr brushes I enjoy. I do think they're nice. I haven't tried any of their bigger face brushes, but they're definitely more that high end. I forget exactly where the price is, but I think it's like Act Sigma or a little bit higher, just for reference if you're curious, but I enjoy the brushes I have from them, and all my other friends who have a lot of their brushes speak very highly of them. So if you do need some brushes and don't want to spend like Sonia G, I do think these are nice quality brushes. So new ones from them, yeah, you can check out their website to see all the new brushes, and here, if you want to stop real quick, here's a breakdown of the prices. So yeah, new brushes from Rephr, but I'm going to be passing because I got a lot of brushes. So Game Beauty finally showed their new palette, and here is what it looks like. Check this out. It's kind of like a really, like a more fiery neutral palette is how I would describe this. It's definitely more neutral than I would like, or more, I don't know if neutral is the right word, but more understated than I would like. But, when I looked at the picture, which this is the picture they gave, I kind of anticipated that it would be neutral. And then when they started sneaking the looks, most of them were kind of that like warm orange neutral look. So I wasn't totally shocked by the final look. There is a nice dark green in there. One thing I will say for me personally, when I saw this palette, the Kidding, OP, and GG, I know they're going to be different. I know and understand they're going to be different, especially I'm sure in person. Maybe, this picture just doesn't do it justice, but they look so similar. I'm just like, I just feel like I would have a hard time with this palette getting creative with a different type of looks, because that corner over there is just so orangey, samey. It's really just like orange and either brown or orange and green. I don't know, I just feel like I would struggle a little bit with creativity when it came to this palette and be a little bit annoyed by how similar they are. Because I don't know, I feel like, when you're putting them on your eyes and blending them into other colors, is there really going to be much difference between Kidding, OP, and GG? Maybe a little more intensity or depth, but I don't know. That's a struggle I have with this. So I'm going to be passing on it. I know, one of these days I will try Game Beauty. One of these days, I should have just jumped on it to begin with, because their first palette they ever launched was a green theme palette, but I said no because I think it had 2 glitters in it or something. I should have jumped on that palette because it was a green themed and right up my alley, but I said no, so I'm gonna keep waiting and just see what their new launch is after this, but it is pretty. It's just not quite there for me. One Size is going to be launching concealers. I don't know why One Size doesn't really grab me that much. I feel like I see, some of their releases, and I don't know, I'm not really intrigued, and I don't really hear a big buzz whenever they, launch a new product, so I really haven't just felt compelled to try from them, or to try their brand, but it looks nice. It's a concealer. I don't know much about it. It's a butter silk concealer. It sounds like it'll be nice. That's an interesting sponge she has. It's like shaped like a little loaf. Did you see that? I don't know if that was just me. I think I saw One Size on that sponge. Did they launch that sponge? Oh wait, there we go. Glides on skin like butter on toast. Something big is dropping soon. Wait, was that what they... No, maybe it's just a little butter thing because this is supposed to be, what did it say? The base butter silk concealer. Anyway, maybe that was just for the promo. But anyway, all that to say, they're launching some new concealer. It's going to be a pass for me. Sydney Grace is having their big Christmas in July sale. There is so much going on. There's so much sale going on, so many new products as we're going to talk about here. So I just encourage you, if you're at all interested in trying Sydney Grace, go to their Instagram page and get all the details because it's a lot. So if you are interested in buying from them, definitely go over there and check them out. But they are launching 2 new products during the sale, and one is this Coffee Talk and the other one is Sweet Indulgence. The Sweet Indulgence honestly intrigued me. If it wasn't so heavy on the neutrals when it came to the mattes, I'd be more into it because I thought the shimmers they picked for this were really nice. They looked really pretty, could do some fun looks, but the mattes in here just all are very neutral mauve-ish, so I was like, I'm gonna pass. So I don't plan to pick up anything from this Christmas in July sale with Sydney Grace, but like I said, if you are at all interested, if you've been waiting for a good sale, from what I know, from my friends who buy from them a lot and who are big fans of the brand, this is the sale to jump on. So check out their Instagram page for more details. So BH Cosmetics launched a new palette. This is the Amore in Amalfi palette. I believe that's how you pronounce it, but this is a new neutral palette. I saw it and I was like, okay, I don't need it. It's a super neutral palette. However, if you were interested in this or if you were intrigued, I'm going to link down below. Kara C, she did a video comparing this to another palette that BH launched, I feel like not too long ago, and she has a video all on it. I saw pictures on her Instagram page of how similar they are. So if you already have some palettes from BH Cosmetics, definitely check out Kara C's video first before jumping on this newer palette because it's very close to a palette they launched not too long ago. So anyway, this palette, the color story, it's a pass for me. I'm sure that doesn't come as a surprise to any of you if you've been here a while. Oh, so this is from Arthur Beauty. I am so intrigued. Arthur Beauty, or I think it's not Arthur, but Aether, that's it. I think it's Aether Beauty. They've been a brand that's really intrigued me, but all of their previous launches with their palettes have never intrigued me. And then they launched this and I was like, okay. You have my attention. I am sitting up and paying attention. I love the packaging design. It's like so beautiful and unique. So I'm very, very tempted. I'd love to hear what you guys think. What do you guys think? Do you want to hear my thoughts on this? I feel like I've been saying, I'm not going to try them because they have nothing up my alley when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. And then they launched this. So it's like, you can't use that excuse anymore. This is a pretty palette. I was trying to really get up close and look and see how many mattes to shimmers they have because I do think that there are more shimmers than mattes. I think this purple down here, this green, maybe that dark and like rich royal blue. There's a blue there, and then maybe that dark like gray. Those are all mattes, and everything else kind of looks like a shimmer, but I don't know. And also too, sometimes with the shimmers, they can be one of those that is really great, like maybe these over here, the purple and the more, I don't know, black, can be used shimmers in the outer corner, but they blend really well like a matte, so I don't mind those. So I don't know, I feel like this is really pretty and I'm very tempted. So this is another palette I'm very torn on. Let me know your thoughts and if you'd want to see a review for me because I'm over the halfway mark. Like I'm not even halfway, like, I could go either way. I'm kind of like, oh, I kind of want to get it, but I don't need to, but I kind of want to get it. So let me know your thoughts. Alright, so that is going to be it for this week's Will I Buy, talking about new makeup releases. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think when it comes to the new releases that have been coming out. I feel like a lot of it was just kind of like, nothing too exciting, but then there are those that are just sticking out and glaring at me going like, but you want it, you don't need it, but you want it. And then of course the Beauty Bay and Cash Beauty that I do plan to pick up. So lots of like conflicting emotions over here today. Like I want it all, but do I need it all? No, especially if you saw the palettes waiting for me to get to. I don't need it all, but I just, so many beautiful palettes, not enough hours in the day. I just wish I could, spend all day just doing my eyes and taking it off and doing my eyes and taking it off so I could get through these palettes, because it's not that I don't want to. Like, I'm excited to, but I only have 2 eyeballs, limited time, can do my, makeup once a day, sometimes not even that, so it is what it is. But anyway, I cannot wait to hear what you guys think. As always, late breaking news is what's going on over here, so if you're new here, I like to put any late breaking news that either I missed or that came out after I filmed and before I upload this. I always can include it here at the end really quick and give you guys my initial thoughts on it so you guys can know what I think and not have to wait a whole nother week and whatnot, because that's always annoying when I finish filming and that now while I'm editing I'm like, I wish I could talk about that. So hence the late breaking news. But yeah, that is about it. Once again, thank you so much for tuning into these Will I Buy It, talking about new makeup releases, live premieres. I always have so much fun chatting with you guys, and it's just a fun way to get in time, hearing your thoughts in real time as we watch it together. That's always a lot of fun. And yeah, with all that said, if you want to continue getting daily content from me, I'm over on Instagram. I'm LadyKD92. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye guys.